Enterprise's Shran or DS9’s Weyoun? Who was Jeffrey Combs' best Star Trek character? Jeffrey Combs is one of Star Trek's greatest shapeshifters, not in the changeling sense, but in the way he disappears into each role so thoroughly that you sometimes forget it's the same actor. Across multiple series, Combs has played Ferengi, Andorians, Vorta, and even an evil holoprogram. But two of his most celebrated portrayals stand out: Thylax Shran in Star Trek Enterprise and Weyoun in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Both characters became instant fan favorites, but deciding which is Combs' best performance is a trickier mission than a Romulan diplomatic summit. Weyoun, the smiling face of the Dominion. Introduced in DS9 Season 4 episode To the Death, Weyoun was the public relations arm of the Dominion. If public relations meant smiling while plotting your destruction. As a Vorta, Weyoun was genetically engineered to serve the Founders, delivering their orders with a calm, almost soothing tone. His charm made him unnerving. You never doubted that he'd order a fleet to obliterate your homeworld, but he'd do it with a grin and a courteous, nothing personal. Combs brought to Weyoun an elegant duplicity. He was servile to the Founders yet condescending to everyone else, and he managed to make both attitudes seem equally sincere. DS9 also gave him the brilliant comedic twist of having multiple Weyouns, each clone retaining the same slimy charisma, but with subtle personality differences. Whether he was complimenting Odo, negotiating with Sisko, or trying and failing to hide his irritation with Dukat, Combs made Weyoun feel dangerously unpredictable. What made Weyoun truly special was that he was a villain you couldn't fully hate. His manipulative politeness, paired with Combs' ability to make even a threat sound like an invitation to tea, turned him into one of DS9's most iconic antagonists. Shran, the reluctant ally of Archer's Enterprise. Fast forward to Star Trek, Enterprise, and Combs traded Weyoun's smooth diplomacy for the gruff, antenna-twitching directness of Thylax Shran, an Andorian commander. First appearing in the Season 1 episode, The Andorian Incident, Shran was a thorn in Captain Archer's side, suspicious, hot-headed, and fiercely protective of Andorian interests. Shran's initial confrontations with Archer and the Vulcans were filled with mistrust, but over the series, he evolved into one of the most complex supporting characters. Combs played him with a soldier's edge, every word and movement suggesting a man who'd fought for survival his whole life. Yet, beneath the bluster, Shran was honorable, capable of loyalty once it was earned. Unlike Weyoun, who was defined by subservience to his superiors, Shran operated with a personal moral code. He might break rules, threaten enemies, or make Archer's life miserable, but when it counted, he could be relied on. Episodes like The Eater and Kirshara revealed a more vulnerable side, and Combs made those moments hit just as hard as Shran's more aggressive scenes. Performance versus character. So who was Combs' best character? From a performance standpoint, Weyoun gave Combs the chance to flex his comedic timing and play with nuance. The challenge of portraying multiple versions of the same man, each slightly different, was an actor's playground, and Combs made it look effortless. Weyoun was as much about small details, a tilt of the head, a faintly mocking smile, as he was about larger dramatic beats. On the other hand, Shran allowed Combs to build a single, consistent character across multiple seasons, with a clear arc from adversary to ally. The role had more action and emotional range, and it gave him opportunities to play heroism, grief, and even humor in a warrior's context. For fans of character growth, Shran might feel like the richer role. The fan factor. In fan polls, both characters consistently rank high among the best recurring roles in Trek history. DS9 devotees love Weyoun's combination of wit and menace, while Enterprise fans point to Shran as the show's secret weapon, an alien character who expanded the Andorian culture and gave the series some of its most memorable scenes. It's also telling that many fans of both shows wish each character had appeared more. DS9 gave us multiple Weyouns, but still left audiences wanting just one more round of polite villainy. Enterprise, despite Shran's prominent appearances, was reportedly considering him as a regular cast member had there been a Season 5. The verdict? Choosing between Weyoun and Shran is like deciding whether you prefer phasers or photon torpedoes. Both are powerful, just in different ways. Weyoun showcased Combs' gift for creating a charming villain you could never trust but always enjoyed watching. Shran proved that he could embody an alien warrior so convincingly that you rooted for him even when he was being infuriating. If the measure is pure acting range, Weyoun might edge out the win. Playing multiple clones with distinct flavors while keeping them recognizably Weyoun is a masterclass in subtle performance. But if the metric is character depth and emotional investment, Shran takes the crown. His